Hi guys, it's Jake from Hot Skulls here. It's been a minute since I've done an instructional video, but I get asked a lot about antler touch-ups. One of the inherent issues, I guess, with this long-term degreasing is a lot of times you'll lose a little bit of color on the antlers, which is not a big deal. You know, really a clean skull is worth going the extra mile to touch up the antlers to finish the process. So I'm going to show you what I use, how I do it. What you need is a brass brush, some water. This is just water that I've been washing this paintbrush off in, but it doesn't really matter if it's clear or not because the stuff comes right off the brush. You can see the brush is nice and clean. That kind of brush. And I've been using this stuff by Natural State Taxidermy. You can contact them on Facebook, but it's called Brush On Wipe Off Antler Paint. I like the raw umber color and the char brown color a lot for most of my deer in Ohio. It seems to work for just about everything. They also have white and they have black and they have a golden camel. I have all the colors here, and you can mix and match too, and kind of customize as you need to. But what I find is that this char brown and raw umber pretty much matches most of the deer around here that I'm working with. So yeah, that being said, they come in 1 ounce and 4 ounce jars. A 1 ounce jar, I'll bet I could touch up 50 to 60 sets of antlers. So here we go. This is how I start. I look for little bits like that little white spot there. That's some graze wax. I'll just brush it off with this brass brush. Trying to make sure there's no excess stuff on the antlers. Okay. And you can see right here, this area that was in the top of the water and ammonia line has lost color. There's color here. There's color down here. So I'm going to use this I think I'm going to do the char brown. Looks pretty good. And you literally just have to get a tiny bit on the brush and blot. So I'm going to go on it and just blot. You don't need to cover the whole thing. It only needs about 20 to 25% coverage really to spread. And I'll get down into little burrs and stuff too a little bit, and down where there still is color, and up above the line where the color kind of got washed out. Really, I'll just blot it, put it on there like that. I'll do both sides. You see, this is using almost nothing. All right, okay. So this stuff is on there. The next step is wipe it off. When you do that, it spreads, it leaves the tops, the peaks of the burrs and everything nice and light like they get in nature when they're polished. But it spreads in the lower spots of the antlers. So I just use a paper towel with a little water on it. Just nothing special. And then I go back to the first antler. I put the stain on the paint, and I literally just wipe, and it gets in the low spots. This will need repeated sometimes. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Depends on the antler. But it's so easy. You can see it's already way, way better than it was. And there's still a little bit of discoloration, so I'm going to go over it again. And I think this next time I'm going to use the raw umber instead of the char brown. Darken it up just a hair. Use the same brush. I'll just dip it in the water and rinse it. If you get a little bit of this on the skull, just wipe it off with a wet paper towel, splash a little peroxide on it. It'll come right off. If you get it quick. If you let it dry, it'll take a little bit more effort. So now I'm going to the next darker color, the raw umber. You literally need to just dab it onto the cap. This doesn't take much. Okay. Another piece of paper towel. A little more water. Okay. I'm going to brush this one just a little bit less light. I won't put it quite as much effort or force on it. And that looks great. Takes a little practice. You know, 2 or 3 deer, you'll really have it down. It's not like it's rocket science. But the blending and making it look the way it should just takes a little bit. The color matching. There you have it. When these dry, they'll dry a nice matte color. And you can see that they are pretty nice. I'm going to cut this tag off. Hang on one second. Now you'll be able to see it better. Let me get it up nice and close here. When that dries, you won't ever know that thing had some antler discoloration. It'll look great. Once it's dry, I'll take my brass brush again and just kind of run over it real quick on the surface. to make sure that it's not going to have any shiny spots. It, roughs up the dry paint and leaves it with really kind of the right gloss, right amount of gloss for it to be match the dirt, match the bark, match everything that's stained those antlers. That's it. Again, that is a quality, low temperature, high quality. You can see everything's on that deer. Teeth are white, earbuds are there, antlers look just like the day they were brought to me. As always, follow me. If you have any questions, message me and I'll be happy to help you out. All right, thanks.